I was a minimalist long before minimalism was trendy. My entire life, I thought carefully before I chose to spend money. Yes, I splurged on the occasional Spice Girls CD or Beanie Baby, but I always focused on spending money on the essentials to leave room for what was truly valuable to me. Hey, I'm Britt, co-founder of Dow Janes and Minimalist Money Coach. In this video, I'm gonna give you 5 questions to ask yourself if you want to spend like a minimalist. At its core, minimalism is all about living intentionally. And by asking yourself these 5 questions before making a purchase, you can develop more intentional spending habits and save money along the way. P.S. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button and the bell so you get notified when we drop a new video. All right, without further ado, here are the 5 questions to help you spend money intentionally. 1. Is this in line with my financial goals? For example, if my goal is to save 20% of my income each month, have I already done that? If so, I can consider the purchase. If not even in the realm of possibility. Your financial goal could be to live debt-free. If that's the case, ask yourself if you can make this purchase and still pay for it without using debt. This first question is more of a gatekeeper to whether or not you can even consider the purchase. The next question you want to ask yourself is this aligned with my values and priorities? Now, this requires first knowing what your values are, and for most people, their values are pretty obvious, but sometimes it takes some soul searching to narrow it down. 2 of my top 3 values are fun and connection. So when I was considering buying a new board game last week, I asked myself if it was in line with my values, and the answer was a clear yes. So one thing you can do is write down your top 3 or 5 values and put them on a sticky note in your wallet, as one brilliant $1 Million a Year member did. That way you see your values every time you go to make a purchase. All right, the third question is, do I really need it? You could ask yourself if you have something that serves a similar purpose that you could use instead. You could also ask if you're going to use it enough times to make it worth owning it versus borrowing it from a friend. Again, do you really need to own it? I especially think about this when it comes to books. Sometimes I'll even get a book from the library, I'll read it, and then if I loved it and know I want to own it and reference it, then I'll buy it. Okay, the fourth question is, how long am I going to use this or like this? Is this gonna be something I'm sick of in a short time? Or can I imagine keeping this and using this for 5+ years? I put on a dress the other day and realized I bought it 10 years ago. And I was like, this was a really great minimalist purchase. Given my personal values around minimalism and environmentalism, I'm trying to minimize my consumption. So the longer something will last, the better purchase it is for me. So even if it's a bit more expensive, I know I'm paying for the longevity of the item, which is what I care more about. Okay, 5, last question is, can I borrow this or buy it used? Again, not only is this question in line with my personal values of minimalism, environmentalism, and anti-consumption, but it's also in line with my financial goals. So I'll often comparison shop. I'll look for somewhere I can buy this item used or borrow it from a friend. There's a really great Facebook group, if you haven't heard of it yet, called Buy Nothing. So it's Buy Nothing and then the name of your town. And there are incredible things that your neighbors are usually giving away or trading. So you might just find exactly what you're looking for. We have $1 Million a Year member who did that to furnish her entire house. Okay, so to recap, developing intentional spending habits will help you save money, eliminate stress, and live in a way that fully aligns with your personal values. If you're trying to spend like a minimalist, ask yourself these 5 questions before you make a purchase. 1, does it fit in with my financial goals or my budget? 2, does it reflect my personal values? 3, do I really need it? 4, how long will I use this or like it? And 5, can I borrow it or buy it used instead? If you want to learn more about how to make the most of your money, check out our free webinar, Think Like an Investor, where we also tell you all about the $1 Million a Year if you're curious. I'll include a link in the comments below. Thanks for watching.